Hi there, my name is Teresa Kaiser from tknetmarketing.com, giving you a quick tutorial today on a free tool that you can use. It's called My Life Signature, and how this actually works. If you see this little screen moving here and signing your name, that is a paid version of it, but you can also just create some nice looking signatures without have to be, you don't have to be a perfect graphic designer for this. So if you get, a little, you can go for the premium version if you want to, and then you have the animation. Otherwise, the static versions are absolutely free, and that's what I'm going to show you today. All right. So when you get to this page, mylifesignature.com, some of this is ads. Okay, so this is an ad up here, and of course this changes all the time. All right. So see where it says ad choices here. So to stay basic, you're just going to start over here and hit Start Now. And then we're just going to use the signature creation wizard. And you're going to want to type in your name here, whatever you want your signature to say. And then you're just going to hit Next Step. And there are so many different fonts you can choose from. I mean, holy smokes, look at all the different ones here. You just get, choose one that's personalized, and it shows you exactly what it looks like. Once you find the one that you want, you can click it and change it. There's 120 different ones to choose from, so you get plenty of choices here. And just so you know, if you have a T in your name, there's so many different ways to write a T. It's just amazing. So I found one that I liked. I paused it for a moment there for you, because sometimes if you look at all those fonts, which is the writing style, boy, it's a big choice. All right, so then you hit Next. Then you can choose how big you want this to be. Now, keep in mind, if you're going to put this on a blog, this is all going to be one image by the time that we're done. Creating a signature image for your blog should be fairly just one thing. So when you're done, your image will go on there, your picture, all kinds of stuff. So we'll cover that all in a tutorial as well. Putting everything together, creating your custom signature. This is just part one of it. So you want to choose... that's kind of small, but maybe I'll pick like size number 2 there. And then the next step. And then it says choose what color you want it. So the background color is white, or we can have it transparent. I would suggest doing transparent because we're going to work with this signature a little bit later. And this is a preview of it. Okay. So I'm just going to leave mine black because I don't know, what color scheme is going to be in my post. And like they say, ladies and guys, black goes with everything, right? It's a fashion statement. Okay, so we're just going to hit Next. Make sure it's transparent, so you won't have to worry about the color. Transparent means there's no color background at all. Hit Next Step there. Now you get to choose your slope, which means the angle of your signature. So do you want it straight? Do you want it sloped a little bit? Sorry about that. Do you want it, computers, they have a brain of their own. Do you want it, totally up? Now keep in mind, if you're going to work with this with an image, you just want to probably, barely slope it or not even, because it's going to look a little funny. I would say don't slope it more than this for our project today, okay? And then just hit Next Step. And then your signature, you can download your signature. Here's your signature ID. So you just hit download your signature. And then, well, I use Firefox, so it always asks me, but it's going to save as a PNG image. So you just hit Save File and choose a place to save it, and it'll pop up with some menus here to save it on your computer. There you go. Okay. And then you'll be able to go and get that signature. All right. So now we're going to go to part 2 here of creating a custom signature. My tool of choice today that I'm going to be showing you is an online picture editor called PicMonkey, excuse me, PicMonkey, yes, PicMonkey. And what we're going to do is create your signature. So you go to picmonkey.com, PICMONKEY.com. And when you get here, there's a little box that says design. Okay, so you can design your own picture from scratch if you want to. Choose the size. You can pull a picture from your computer with your edit button. You can touch photos up. You can make collages. You can do all sorts of things, okay? You can edit for free. Just if you ever want to upgrade to some of the premium features they have, you would need to, get a paid account. But for today, we're just going to go to design. And when you start, it's just a plain white blank canvas. Think of it like you're going to paint a picture. We want to hit the resize button down here first because we don't want our image to be so large. Keep in mind for your blog, you're going to want to know how big this thing can actually be. So as an example, I'm going to take a screenshot here from my Kalatu blog, and we'll just go grab that now. See how big we're actually going to want this. This is the post that I'm going to work with today, possibly here. So I have basically this area to work with. So I'm using a tool with a Firefox plugin. It's called Measure It, and it's once you download it and install it into your Firefox, it shows up in the right-hand corner here like a little measuring tool. Once you click on it, you can actually measure the area that you have to work with, okay? So you could fill this across the whole bottom of your blog if you want to, and you're choosing a size, but I have about, I want to say 740 pixels wide to choose from, and in general, I probably don't want my signature to be, any longer than this, so we're going to go with 172, well, 170. So we're going to go 740 by 170. So we'll go back over to your PicMonkey over here, and it's be 740. Uncheck this box, and 170. You see that? So now we have a white background. And your canvas color, you can, oh yeah, we want to apply the resize. Your canvas color, you can choose transparent. See that? So now it doesn't have a white background, okay? And then we're going to get started on working. So you're going to remember we saved our signature into a file when we use LiveSignature.com just a few moments ago. So let's go grab that signature now, find it in your file. Now in PicMonkey there is a section over here with a little butterfly. It says overlays, all right? So you can choose overlays if you want to, if you're going to make your own graphic, like with a pair of sunglasses or, background or anything that you want, okay? I'm going to keep this very basic, and I'm going to say, see, there's just tons of them, just shrinking all these here. Just going to say my own. So we're going to click my own. And then you find your live signature here that we created. And now that appears as an overlay. See that? It's an overlay. Okay. And it's okay if it's white for now. Because we're going to eventually, this when you put it on your blog, it'll appear as a white background anyway. So I went into my computer and found my overlays, and of course it just inserts it in here. So here's my image, here's my signature. Once it's in here, I mean, this little button handle here, it will let you rotate it. You can make it bigger or smaller. See when you grab the handles here, how they turn when you move your mouse? This is like the cross symbol is the whole thing. The little up and down will let you drag it this way and make it bigger. See that? And then when you click on this, it'll allow you to work with that as well. So we can get that to fit in there rather nicely. You can use your up and down arrow keys to kind of fine tune that there if you want to. Okay, and now we have that portion. And then you may want to add some text on here. That's up to you. I did want to show you some of these features in the overlays, and you can play with this as much as you want. Anything where you see the crown here, that is actually a paid feature, so you won't be able to use those. It'll say, would you like to upgrade? So I mean, if you're going to upgrade and use PicMonkey all the time for graphic editing or anything, you could certainly do that. These are the basic tools, so if you wanted to put arrows or anything like that, you could certainly do that at any given point in time. Now I'm on the section that says textures, and you can actually go through and add textures, and I took a while to just pick one. And basically when you pick one from the list here, as long as it doesn't have the little crown, you're perfectly fine with that. So I like this one. You know, you can keep it white too. It's entirely up to you. Once you choose what you want, you can actually just hit apply. And there we have it, and it applies it. Anything in here that just doesn't quite look right, you know, you can play with and make sure that it fits right underneath there. See that? So then I want to add some text to this. So we hit the T for text, okay? And then you're going to hit the word add text. And then once you start typing, and you can choose the color over here. Right now it's showing up black, okay? Just drag it out, make it a little bit bigger. And you just start typing. And then just simply, you know, move this wherever you want it. Now the text thing works a little bit different, I guess. A sense here where we can drag it out. And the size of the text, that's 30, that's pretty big. We'll get this adjusted here. You can play with the colors, the blend mode, you know, how is it going to fade on there, absolutely anything that you want. Alright, so I just created some things here, added some elements, you know, you can play with it, make it however you want. That is entirely up to you, okay? I'm going to show you how to do a little bit of an overlay effect here since I do have some graphic design experience. If you add some text, okay, now this text here is like if we were going to click in it again, one of the texts over here, but we can choose the same kind of font and overlay it with another color. So we'll show you how to do that in just a second. Basically what you'll be doing is when you choose the element, let's say you want kind of a layered effect, okay, so click on the element and then right click with your mouse. As long as it lets you, you should be able to duplicate any element there is. There we go. You can't be clicked in the box like you're going to type. And then just say duplicate the text. Now you're working with this one, the one that you duplicated. Let's say you want that to really stand out. So change the color of it. Once you have the color changed, drag it up here and line it up and move move it to your left just a little bit. You see that? And now it's got kind of like a shadow on it. But if you click on this and you're working with it and you write, anytime you want something in the front or the back, you can actually click on it and work with it. And you can send it to the back. So now when you click away from it, you see the red is in the back, and the blue is in the front. I want to change that again. And see, now this isn't the right menu, so you might have to play with it a little bit. If you get frustrated, it's okay. Don't worry about it. You're fine. So I actually want that red in the front. So we're going to bring this forward, or just bring to front. Then when we grab a hold of this and drag it back down, kind of line it up a little bit, because you want that to actually stand out. So you want it to appear like red text with maybe a blue shadow a little bit. You see that? I think I want to drag it a little bit more this way. You don't want it to appear double though, so there you go. So then it says click here. Now you could do this with yellow and black. You could make another layer. You know, this is entirely up to you. Same thing with these arrows. Okay, so if you want these arrows to stand out, and we're still using PicMonkey, we're going to go ahead and we're going to right click on this. And we're going to duplicate that overlay. And I want to change the color of this now. So what if I wanted it to appear to have like a yellowish shadow? Same exact thing. Or maybe a blue shadow. You know, something that makes it kind of stand out a little bit. We want to send it backward. Send it to the back. Okay. And then this one, we're going to extend it out just a teeny bit. And we'll take the blue one and we'll just kind of move it inside of there. Just like that, and now you have an arrow that pretty much kind of stands out. So there's many different things that you can do with the PicMonkey, but this kind of gives a neat signature at the end that you can just add all the time. Alright, so once you have your signature actually made for your blog, you're going to go ahead and look, everything looks, you know, the way that you want it. You're going to actually hit save. You can save this masterpiece to your computer. You know, this is the way that it looks. Otherwise, you know, if you want to resize anything, you go back and hit cancel. Whatever you want, you can save it as a PNG or a JPG. It's entirely up to you. PNG is a little better quality size photo. A JPG is more for faster loading and so forth on the web. So that's entirely up to you. I'm just going to leave it as a PNG because I like the photo quality. Here's a hint for you. If you want to be found by your name, you want to name this image your name. So you want to name it, like I'm going to name mine Teresa Kaiser signature file. Okay? And then you just save it to your computer. Basically, when you're all done, you can just take this image that you saved on your computer, put it in your blog, and link it like a picture. How do you link it like a picture? Well, basically, you would click on this and hit the little, once you have the image uploaded into your blog, and you would link it to the link of your choice. So if this is for for your business opportunity, you could certainly do that. You put this at the end of your blog. Now, the new Kalatu blogs have the option to put a signature, like at the bottom. It pulls your profile picture or whatever image you want in there. You don't have to use it. I mean, you can if you like, because then it's at the bottom of every blog. It's entirely your choice. But that concludes our tutorial today. My name is Teresa Kaiser from TKNetmarketing.com, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.